The squeak of sneakers on a polished hardwood floor, the bounce of a leather ball, the satisfying swish of a nylon net, and the roar of the crowd. It's Indiana's pastime in hundreds of high school gyms across the state on cold winter nights.
Indiana has always been known for basketball, and here in Terre Haute, a tournament that started more than 100 years ago and was once the largest non-state tournament in the nation, continues to enchant players, coaches, and fans. For this episode, we take in the Wabash Valley Classic. Welcome to The Haute.
This episode brought to you by American Family Insurance, Candace Grinsley Agency, protecting your dreams. Basler's Market, fresh food fast. Bank of Pinball, the Midwest destination for pinball enthusiasts. And Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group Brokers, Bianca Mata, Kendra Cohen Cook, and Tracy Simon.
The Wabash Valley Classic has established itself as one of Indiana's top non-state tourney high school basketball events. Played over 4 days between Christmas and New Year, the massive 16-team tourney sees the maximum number of teams allowed by the Indiana High School Athletics Association for a non-state tourney event. With a history dating back to the early days of basketball, the Classic pays homage to the granddaddy of non-state tournament contests, the Wabash Valley Tournament of the early to mid-1900s. Between 1916 and 1972, the Wabash Valley Tournament became the largest non-state high school basketball tournament in the country, with more than 100 high school basketball teams competing for 2 weeks for a shot at the prestigious tourney title. In a single year, as many as 124 teams from Indiana and Illinois competed at various venues across the Wabash Valley in a single elimination tournament, with the final games being played in Terre Haute. 188 schools and thousands of high school athletes competed in the tournament, including dozens of prep standouts who went on to play college or professional ball. Some won All-American honors, others Olympic gold. While the tournament survived World War I, the Great Depression, and World War II, it struggled to withstand constant school consolidation and took a nearly 2-decade-long hiatus starting in 1973. But the seeds for a rebirth were planted in 1991 when 3 Vigo County schools in nearby Northview began playing in a small annual tournament in Holman Center. Then in 2000, the tournament opened to more schools and took up the mantle as the Wabash Valley Classic. Even after the IHSAA moved to a 4-class state tournament in 1997, the Wabash Valley Classic sticks to its single-class roots. The 16 teams of various size schools are matched up by a blind draw, randomly pairing opponents regardless of size, record, class, or ranking. Big can play small, Indiana can play Illinois, and upsets are the rule rather than the exception. Teams are guaranteed at least 3 games in the current format, with winners advancing to the 4th day. With school athletic programs getting a significant cut of the tourney's ticket sales, there is a wait list for schools hoping to gain a spot in the Classic's 16-team tourney field. The teams on the court aren't the only ones performing. Behind the scenes, a dedicated team of volunteers coordinates and carries out the tourney's logistical operations.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we have a couple of very special guests with us, 2 Wabash Valley basketball tourney legends. First up, Howie Johnson. Howie holds the single game scoring record from the original Wabash Valley tournament. Howie scored 46 points for Marshall, Illinois in 1972. Next up, we have RJ Mahurin. RJ holds a share of the modern era single game scoring record for the Wabash Valley Classic. He scored 40 points for Rockville in 2007. RJ shares that record with Jalen Minette, who scored 40 points for Terre Haute South in 2016. Jalen is currently playing college ball for Missouri State and couldn't be with us tonight. Howie, RJ, and I will be playing a game of pig. All right, are we ready? Let's go.
Thanks for catching the Wabash Valley Classic with us. For what's happening in the Haute, check out thehaute.life. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Get out there and enjoy the Haute.